There's still mysteries left unsolved. The real culprit, the incident 6 years ago, and Dante's past. The story's branching points are in Somnium. Use the flowchart to jump to a branching point in a Somnium to, it may be hidden somewhere in the dream world. Find a new way forward. Okay, and that's... So, like, if we go the other path from here, we go down a similar path. We can go a complete opposite fork way at the beginning from the sink with Mizuki. This one was this. Oh, the sink with Iris. This goes way off in this direction. Oh shit. I expected his eye, not hers. What the hell? Okay. Um. Well. Let's see. So branching from Ota, branching from Iris. What time is it? 11? Okay. Um, I feel like with all the information we have before we go on a complete another fucking journey, stay over here. Maybe go back to this one. Come out here. Going again, yay. I think I heard something earlier. You know, we were predicted to get another 6 to 8 inches. I was like, oh boy. Let's go back over here. I'm gonna head out to not be spoiled. I also have 9 a.m. class. Alright, Thoth. Appreciate you sticking around. Have a good night. Enjoy class. Enjoy bed. So let's see. When we're here, look at the blood. We need... Hold on, if we go back to menu... Or no. Flowchart. So we went... We get, like, info? No. I think the first thing we did was hit the TV. Yeah, so let's spin the dial. I think that'll take us the other way.
Stop!
That's the girl that looks kind of like Iris's mom. Why is this in Iris's brain?
What is this video?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
What? What is going on here?
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
Okay. Saw the murder video. Strangle it is our next. Torso, gun, mirror, doors. Also, this music.
A torso with a head.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
Choke it. 90 cents. Oh, Jesus. I mean, kind of have to, huh? Iris's mom's I think her right arm? Yeah.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
I'm tired of this. But we have no choice but to investigate.
Beat it to death. Medicine bottle.
4 minutes.
Operating table. Doors. The gun's up there. Beat it to death, huh? Wait, what?
A full body mirror.
Punch it.
Are you sure I can break this mirror?
There's a body in it. I don't know. Punch through it.
I don't think you have the strength to break
Then why did you ask me to, pervert?
it. Just punch it, and I'm not a pervert. You see? It won't break.
What was the point of that?
There's a body in the mirror. I don't know, man. Oh, I can interact with that TV way over there, too. I didn't see that.
An old television.
Beat the TV to death?
Iris, what is all this?
Well, that didn't progress things. It was just disturbing.
Three
Medicine
minutes,
bottle?
A
Dante.
drug bottle that holds some kind of liquid.
Chug!
Do not pressure me, Date,
Pressure you?
into drinking alcohol.
Is it alcohol?
Well, unknown.
This is for an investigation. I'm ordering you to drink it.
You are exploiting your position of power. I will set up a labor union.
An AI labor union? Sounds dystopian.
I won't drink it.
Fine.
An operating table.
Perform surgery, investigate sleep. I mean, perform surgery was on the last, like the other timeline. Oh, the beat it to death, though.
A double door.
Tackle the door? Maybe?
Hiya! Hiya!
Stop that. You're not helping.
Okay. Interact with a gun?
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
Jump. And do the 20 seconds just to get rid of it.
Weekly Shonen?
Oh boy.
Don't say it.
I did the best I could. I am not a cyborg, and thus I cannot reach that height. This is not my fault.
Nobody's blaming you.
You have less than
Back.
2 minutes, Dante. Hurry.
Back to the TV. Turn the dial again. We do 1/3. Ah, there's the beat to death.
That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer. It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed. The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Let's go.
And that didn't unlock. Let's see. We're still unbeaten to death. Shelf and gas canister. And torso. There's something on top of this shelf.
Only a shelf.
Push it?
That shelf sticking out. It seems odd. What happened?
A metal ball must have fallen off the shelf.
Why would anyone put that there? An iron ball. It looks quite heavy.
Throw it?
Where should I throw it?
Throw it that way.
Understood. It is unexpectedly light. All right. Yeah!
I feel like that ball hit me in the head.
Now, a TV and an old book have appeared.
I hope this is the last time.
Okay, here we go. Shoot to death. Oh.
An old-fashioned TV.
Well, let's turn the dial here.
Please. Help me. Help me. This was the third victim of the original Cyclops killer.
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on TV.
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Right.
Go to the locker.
Just a locker. I saw light reflected for a moment. It is some type of metal. I cannot determine more.
Metal? Be careful, Iba.
Understood.
You have 1 minute left.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
a
probably gonna have
locker.
to go back 95 seconds down to 10 second on opening.
Iba?
Okay.
It's all right. More importantly,
What is this? Is this how the gun's gonna shoot? I know, because the gun's over there. It's not done yet. Oh, okay. What is happening? Okay. Maybe it will shoot the gun.
That is...
Okay, yeah, that's the body that So's face was on for some reason. That's Renju, isn't it? Or is that, I don't know. My guess was Renju, not Date. I mean, I still think back to, I think Date might be the killer. That hasn't been disproven. The first killer, not the second one.
What happened in that Somnium?
I don't know, dude.
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
That means...
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
Tab. Options. About the original and new incidents. About the original Cyclops killer.
Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about it. Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing, but in reality, it was dropped completely.
Why did the original Cyclops killer appear in Iris' Somnium?
The Sinker does not always experience the Somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. True, oftentimes a subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia, and why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all.
The red figure, yeah.
In the Somnium earlier, I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
I wouldn't know.
Why did the original Cyclops killer appear?
It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. This can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C. This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier...
Yes. I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
The original and new incidents.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection. Between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
How can you be so sure?
Because I can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
Are all memories
Computer,
real?
you said that memories happen in reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience is not. Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
Okay. The blue figure from the sink.
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
I saw your face.
Okay, I was like, I can see the collar now. It's like, can we get clarification here? Because I thought Renju was like long blonde hair. Oh, yeah, Renju. No, okay. And the collar, that's our clothes.
The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer? You interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
About the original killing.
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
Or we're gonna ask
The
again.
Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memory 6 years ago.
Iris projecting Date onto her idea of the killer. That could be. I mean, because the other way, like the other way her sink went, had So's face on one of the victims' bodies. I don't really know why. I don't think we really got answers for why that was, but it was kind of just dreams are fucking weird. So it could be some other, like, yeah, weird cognitive combination thing.
There has to be some kind of connection.
There isn't.
Okay, there's
It's
just
a
a weird
coincidence.
delay
Really?
there.
Really.
Why did the original Cyclops killer appear in Iris's Somnium?
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12?
And we had, like, early on, we had a flashback of, like, looking at Iris as a little kid. And she mentioned at one point, is like, do I know you from somewhere? So...
And not just one, but all four?
Summarize for me. Date's memory is being showing of these Somnias. I mean, that Somnia was, they did mention it was messing with Date, the effects of that, for some reason. I guess it wouldn't be out of question to say that, like, something in our own memories could be scrambled in during the process. I didn't learn anything from speaking with Boss and Pewter. If anything, the mystery only grew deeper. Pewter shook me from my thoughts.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I head to the sync room.
Hey, Iris. About that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sync does not experience somnium in the way that you do. They will not remember it.
Then what about the Cyclops killer from 6 years ago?
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news, but I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No,
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
I was like, if she was there,
You
traumatic
can't
as
dream
what,
of something you know nothing
6-year-old.
about.
That's definitely gonna be repressed trauma. But she also, you know, is proven to be a liar too. So like, she could actually know and just not say anything.
Date, could you take Iris home?
huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
You cannot decline, Date.
Date, could we make a stop first?
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
You know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
What do you think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. Alright,
Okay.
sure.
Iris nodded and pulled out her phone. Is she sending a Nile message to someone? I was curious, but I didn't want to pry. I turned the wheel and drove to Marble. This is gonna be the fucked up route. I feel like all the routes are gonna be the fucked up route. In their own way. Given the nature of this game. When he walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. To my surprise, I saw Ota sitting at the counter.
Tessa!
Oh boy.
Ota!
Where's Mama?
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Mama's always depending on the kindness of strangers ever since she opened Marble. Isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
Never thought I'd run into you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marble, so I got here just before you did.
Yeah.
Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
What was that thing about?
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing. That you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you, who's that?
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
Is this another turnaround, get hit? Why do you have a taser? Oh, and because it was a taser, we can't record it. Like the walk. Also, that's gonna be a fucking high-powered taser, because I'm, like, pretty positive when you tase someone, they don't pass out. When I woke up, I was lying on the sofa.
Where am I?
My head was killing me and my memory was foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. I shot up, rubbing my neck. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. Took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mom.
It looks like you're awake now.
As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything. What time is it?
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Why didn't you wake me up?
I tried. You wouldn't budge.
Every next in the brain, possibly get damage. Could have some sort of, yeah, enhanced reaction.
I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
Where's Ota?
Ota? The boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
Oh.
Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Okay.
Iris.
It'll be Tony the Tiger this time.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identify. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
Oh, there was no... Oh, wrong button. I hit the window key instead of Z. There was no Ota or Polar Bear. I think Mama ran out of marble.
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
Please, please let me make it in time. That sick bastard.
Oh, there's the Polar Bear.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota!
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
Okay. I kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge, shortly after the image changed. You think they get tired of it eventually? It has been months since those spots showed up.
No, it can't be.
Uh-huh. Here's a different outcome.
Stop!
This time Iris doesn't have the flower knife with her. Yeah. So I don't know where Ota went. Because Ota got stabbed before. With no flower knife. I was like, alright, fucking P Iris, I guess.
No!
You know my Yumi following them, yeah. But there are still 2 cars here, interestingly. Wait, what? Wait, what? What the fuck?
Ota.
Okay. What the shit? Yeah, I'm lost. What the fuck is going on? I don't know, man.
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you. It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide. Ota had a selfish love for Iris.
Okay, so Iris was dead in the background. I couldn't tell if she was still cut in half.
He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other 2 murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those 3 murders were definitely executed by the same person. The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
Ota's behavior during the video. What about the pole bear costume? Ota had no incentive to kill Renju.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it, making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
Ota had no incentive to kill Shoko.
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch.
You can handle, no problem, Demon Doggy. Thanks for sticking around.
They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
Behavior during the video.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
What about the polar bear costume?
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
The killer used costume and pin things on Oda. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I think it was definitely like, he was beat unconscious or whatever, and then the killer threw him into the costume while he ran away.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Okay. There was still a knife.
You sure?
I am.
I told the boss what Iva found.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine. And then...
Then, who is the culprit?
There's a 99% chance his costume has DNA evidence of the killer in it, like sweat. The tissue would be actually, or the issue would be actually finding it. Yeah.
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
Renju and Shoko's daughter, Mizuki. Iris' mother, Hitomi. Momo Kumakura. Ota's mother, Mayumi.
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras, but there's no connection to Iris.
Congressman So Sejima.
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras, but again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
me. I mean...
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No. Now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer. I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
Ota's mother, Mayumi.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju.
I have a feeling her first route will be the least fucked up now. Could be.
Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemniscate either. And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
Iris's mother, he told me.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates, and she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
And then Renju and Choko's daughter, Mizuki.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all three victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all four of them.
She also doesn't need a knife. She could just punch the life out of them.
Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous. I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Okay. Well. To marble, I guess? Oh, he had a nice nap at the floor of marble. I'm
Are
sure
you
he's well
okay,
rested
honey?
now.
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case. Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them. You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3? Iris?
No, not that one. The boy. He came here last night?
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
What? Elaborate?
Have you heard the rumor?
Mama told me a similar story to Aiba's about So Sejima and the Kabusaki district. The basic idea is this. 8 years ago, So sold his land in the Kabusaki district for 30 billion yen. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused the land price to drop drastically. So bought back the land for 1 billion yen, almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. Did So blow it up or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. He would end up with 29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a net zero. But there's more to the story.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies.
Oh, the debts? Oh, maybe... Yeah, they needed money from the Yakuza. We didn't get any, like, specific... You know, we know they had debts, and they were struggling, but...
They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts. I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you. The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kabusaki. Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kabusaki? So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kabusaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kabusaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces.
No, he has really thin gray eyebrows. They're there. They're just super thin.
But I promise you, I will revive the Kabusaki district at any cost.
The only thing that bothers me with So is his like mouth movements off to the side remind me of like Gmod shitposts.
Casino Town Kabusaki will give new life to the city.
After that, So moved fast.
Or just standard like TF2, SFM, filmmaker, all that shit.
He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabusaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off limits. However, the air in Kabusaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabusaki are going to skyrocket.
I remember the beauty of Kabusaki. Let's turn it into a casino. Yup.
And all that land is owned by the KE, and by So himself. The land he bought back for $1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip. What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabusaki district?
Yeah.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined. No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Oh, okay. Interesting, I suppose. Yeah, so if Kumakuras and So were responsible for blowing it up purposefully, yeah, it also fucked their family business. Interesting.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, I'll be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Well. Time to talk to Ota's mom. The place was silent. It was so quiet I felt like I could hear the floating dust. I stepped inside. I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. It was Mayumi. It was like watching a decaying old tree cling pathetically to the earth. Jesus. Certainly is descriptive. Sorry to interrupt. You want to talk about it?
This is your fault. I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris, my boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Date, let's go.
Well,
She is in no state to talk.
Yeah,
clearly.
you're right.
Okay. We can go to our place. Mizuki is curled up on the sofa. She looks like a small animal frightened by a predator. What? Okay. About warehouse. Okay. Iris. Good talk, Ota.
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet, not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends.
Good week.
It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Yeah?
Can I be left alone for a while?
Are you okay?
Yeah.
She certainly didn't seem so. But I can't stay by her side forever.
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
Stayed with her for a little while, but we didn't speak. Having nothing more to say, I left. Sagan residence. When I visited the Sagan household, I found Hitomi with a hollow look in her eye. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. The heavy silence weighed on both of us.
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together, whether it was buying clothes or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3, and finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up. Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day, she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time, she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But why?
Ota.
Ota was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Ota tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but
No, please. Tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Oh, yeah, we were called by a prisoner and never did anything with that information. I forgot about that.
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
Fuchu.
I forgot that was a thing. Sam.
Prison?
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
Okay. Over to the warehouse. Stepped into the cold storage warehouse. The air conditioning wasn't running, but it was still cold. Temperature hadn't risen much at all. The cold air sunk into my skin, but the center of my body was burning hot. We talked to this dude about his warm jacket again.
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
Any clues?
No, nothing so far.
Okay. Shelves packed with cardboard boxes. I don't see any clues here. Oil drum, unlikely to be a clue. Cardboard box on the floor, there's nothing in it. Wooden box on the shelf, empty. Forklift, I don't see anything special about it.
This forklift is old. It does not appear to be functional. It has not been moved in some time.
Tire and floor covered with a thin layer of ice.
A video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it. I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious.
Okay. Ice cutting machine. Iris and Ota were sliced in two by this ice cutting machine. Iris and Ota.
Iris's estimated time of death and cause of death have been confirmed. The video was not a recording. It was a live stream, filmed in real time.
Which means Iris's time of death is 3:20 a.m.
Iris also had her left eye removed.
Yeah.
And like Renju and Shoko, Iris's left eyeball has not been recovered.
Right here. Iris and Ota were...
Did they really have to play her death again? They did. It was very, very important.
I am sure you are already aware of Ota's time of death.
Just before I arrived. About 3:30 in the morning.
And the cause of death.
Right, about that. Ota had a stab wound from a kitchen knife in his side.
Correct.
What was the exact cause of death? Was it the knife wound, or...?
I cannot determine that. I can conclude that the knife wound was at least close to being fatal. Even if Ota was still alive on the workbench, he was certainly on the verge of death. If he weren't already extremely weak, we would expect to see more signs of struggle.
Okay. Ice cutting machine. Maybe Oda was trying to help Iris, jumping at the criminal. That led to a scuffle, and Oda ended up with a knife wound in the side. He lost all his power to fight back. He was forcibly put inside the costume, then finally cut open by the ice cutting machine.
Why? Why did the culprit put the costume on Ota?
Unknown. Date, we should get moving. Officers from the local jurisdiction are checking the warehouse thoroughly. We will not find anything of importance here.
Yeah, you're right.
You can ask CSI to inform you if they find anything.
All right.
Is this Ota's blood? Iris and Ota's bodies are under autopsy. Their bodies aren't here anymore. Right here, Iris and Ota were... Okay, I was like, well, bloodstain A. Iris and Ota's blood. And now, let me know if you find anything. I let them know, then left the warehouse. When I left the warehouse, I saw Pewter. What is he doing here? He walked up to me while I was trying to work it out.
Date, I have to talk to you about something.
Huh?
About the original Cyclops serial killings.
Why this all of a sudden?
Because I want you to solve this case, Mr. Date. I want you to find who did this and bring them to justice. So, if I can help you, even a little...
Why didn't you say anything at Abyss?
The boss was there. I couldn't speak openly in front of her. So, I decided to meet you here.
All right. Let's hear it.
Earlier, I told you that I was completely...
Oh, okay. I accidentally hit space right as it popped up. I thought I skipped something.
The original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes. Let me explain why. I'll start by telling you the identity of the Cyclops killer. Although, it's more accurate to say, killers.
Okay.
More than one?
In the first series of killings, the culprit had an accomplice. One of them was born a murderous psychopath. The other is Rohan Kumakura, the previous chairman of the Kumakuras. They each had a role to play. The murderer committed the homicide, and Rohan removed the eyeball.
Hologram barrier. Who is the murderous psychopath?
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oxytocin is a peptide hormone linked to feelings of love, affection, and trust. It is colloquially referred to as the love hormone. It causes a tranquilizing effect which improves mood and relieves stress. It is normally secreted when the body makes contact with an object of affection, such as an embrace or caress.
I'm sure you know what this implies, but he was unable to feel love in the way that we do. However, he was able to experience a substitute. His brain was wired in such a way that allowed him to feel satisfaction through other means. Due to the unique idiosyncrasies of his brain, he was able to release large amounts of dopamine and endorphins by performing a certain action.
What was it?
Murder.
Dopamine is a hormone linked to the reward system of the brain. The pleasant feeling attained through accomplishment is dopamine. Endorphins are a kind of brain narcotic. They dull pain and create a feeling of happiness.
He got pleasure from killing people?
It's slightly more complicated than that. Killing people was the only way he could get pleasure. He was 12 when he took his first life. That enlightened him to the pleasure of murder, which he would do again and again.
Okay. Why did Cyclops' case get classified?
That, I don't know.
The details of the original Cyclops serial killings case have become nebulous over time. Even the official investigation material contains nothing of value. I am unable to draw any conclusions from them.
You really have no idea?
If I did, I would tell you.
Rohan.
18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye. She was already dead. He put his finger into her eye socket and gouged it out. The reason why was simple. He was fascinated by women's eyes. Their beauty stimulated his greed and his desire to possess them. He needed to have them, to make them his own. Driven by this instinctive impulse, he took the woman's eye. From then on, he acquired a grotesque obsession with the eyes of dead women.
Okay.
He was very particular about his need that the eye belonged to a deceased woman. But even being the head of a Yakuza gang, there weren't too many opportunities for him to indulge. His deepest, darkest desire went unfulfilled for years. However, he soon met his ideal partner, the aforementioned psychopath. The Cyclops killer would commit the murder, and Rohan would take the eye. Thus, a mutually beneficial relationship was established. This was the origin of the Cyclops serial killings.
The second one made a specific point that they were all have been still alive. I mean, Rohan's dead, so like it's not Rohan a second time anyway. I'm trying to think. We learned about Rohan from that one dude in the Yakuza with the fucking eyes. He said something about Rohan going crazy or something, and then commit suicide, I think?
At about the same time, you were assigned to Abyss.
Real killings weren't specified that they were alive when the eyes were taken, were they? No, the original one said they were all dead. They were kind of talked about at the same time. I'm curious. Tab, file, persons. There's age. So if you go back 6 years, I said first kill was 12. I don't know if he said how many years that was. Rohan. He was known for his horrific torture technique of peeling his victim's skin from toe to thigh. Oh. Oh, alright. "18 years ago, Rohan took a woman's eye." Hold on. So it said the Cyclops killer was 12 when he took his first life, but Rohan took a woman's eye the first time 18 years ago. That doesn't, I don't think, necessarily mean they're the same killing at this point in time. But yes, 18 years ago, Date would be 12, yes. Summarize for me.
The original Cyclops killer had an accomplice,
There were 2 Cyclops killers.
and one of them was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
Rohan committed suicide by jumping to his death 1 year ago.
That means... Pewter, tell me this. One of the original killers is dead, I know that. But that means one remains. Who is he?
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police. They actually picked him up on other charges. But, in any case, he is currently serving a life sentence in Fuchu prison.
Number 89?
Fuchu prison?
Yes.
What's his name?
In prison, he doesn't have a name. He is simply called Number 89.
Number 89.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
So, now you know why I said that. That the original Cyclops killer couldn't have committed these crimes. Because one is dead, and the other is behind bars. Neither of them had the opportunity.
How he doesn't have a name, though, that part's a bit strange. I returned to boss's office to report. But I didn't see her anywhere.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
True.
I was like, it just could, he might not know it. It could just be from the documents, but yeah.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research about number 89.
Okay. So who's number 89?
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police.
What's his real name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
Okay. What about 89 and the new Cyclops serial killing?
Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras, Rohan Kumakura.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves 1 culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
What's the relationship between 89 and Shoko?
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
Let's talk to 89.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it, but he's our last remaining loose end.
Alright. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
After cutting through some red tape, 89 was brought to HQ. He took considerable time to arrive, but for some reason, Boss never showed up. Was Boss dead now? Maybe. I was waiting to see this face again.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day.
So this is the dude we saw at the start of the game, when Date fell asleep. Which, thinking about it, why he was walking around a Somnium, I don't know. I wrote it off as this is just their way of doing a tutorial, but it's probably much more than that.
But I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name.
I don't remember.
Where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
I don't have time for your jokes.
You're the original Cyclops killer, aren't you?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
You know Shoko Nadami?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
When did you first meet Shoko?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one. I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Who killed Shoko Nadami?
All right. Let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
All right. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that all right with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin.
Alright.
Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F. F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Okay, I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly. You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened. That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one. He became an assassin, a lone gunman, no agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner, but it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no. But it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer. Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco, named for the falcon, a bird of prey.
Like Falco Master 2000. It's him.
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely. Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps. Footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him. He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him. Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again, his former self.
I like to think he spent his time in prison, like writing this out. Like, no, this isn't. The imagery isn't good enough. Like, like the way he's describing this is so like just the narrative, the story, the pictures he's painting. He can give writing tips to Oda. He can. But yeah, this is okay. The girl is Iris's mom.
He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
We also saw Iris's mom dead at the hands of him.
Fine.
In that tutorial.
Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine. And her daughter. She had just turned 12. Why the two of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
Oh, he's gonna stop his story with the "and then." This bitch. Silence. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. Why'd you stop?
Why did you stop?
Was that the whole story?
Was that the whole story?
Detective.
You mentioned a detective. What's the connection between that and Shoko? Hey, answer me.
He's good at writing cliffhangers, yup.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later. If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures. Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Pewter.
Yes?
Start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.
I don't think he's
I have injected number 89 with the usual dosage.
the killer for sure.
Anytime soon. Are you ready, Agent Date?
Yeah,
The time limit is 6 minutes.
I know.
Then let's begin.
Sup?
No, not sup. Why are you sleeping on the job?
Because I want to, obviously.
Why are you getting mad at me?
Yeah, this rug feels so good on my skin, yeah.
The fuck? Stop that.
Why are you suddenly a cat?
Playtime's over. Let's begin.
Then stand up.
Is this the Sagan residence?
It definitely is. But why?
Number 89. What were you up to? What? The green. I do not think I can pass through it.
Really wants to hide it, huh? Okay, new plan.
Somnium scan. Activate.
Phone.
This appears to correspond to the green thing.
Sinking in the curtain. 89 is hiding in the past. 89 is covered in a green membrane. I can't get close. Prevent the interference?
A winter iris that blooms in the cold.
I know, I know.
Smell it? Like the tutorial?
It smells like a typical winter iris.
What does a typical iris smell like?
Elegant and gentle.
Can't you just tell me what it smells like?
I had to search online for a description, but could not find one.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Okay.
A winter iris.
Oh, we can pick it.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Stop it! You're distracting me! I got one! Aw, right after I pulled it out, too.
Did the green stuff react at all?
A phone. Should I pick it up?
Hang up on it?
What the? I fainted.
Well, ignore it.
It won't stop ringing. It stopped. What was that?
I don't know.
All right. Ignored the phone.
I guess it worked?
Prevent the disturbance. Again. Okay. Liquid. Book. The liquid's green.
There is some kind of liquid pooled on the floor.
Jump in it, smell it, stick hand in it, lick it. Lick it. It looks like it came out of a wine bottle.
I do not intend to. Hmm? This is... wine? I had better drink some more to be sure.
Stop it.
Let's go to the
You've got 4 minutes.
book.
A book?
Read it.
F does not have parents or siblings. He was raised in an orphanage.
F for Falco?
A book?
Tear it?
Yeah! Are you sure this will help us uncover number 89's secrets?
It might. We're getting closer.
There is some kind of...
Jump in it?
Jump in, you said.
Jump in, Iba!
You do not have to shout.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know why I listen to you.
Alright.
There is some kind of...
Stick your hand in it, I guess.
It is surprisingly deep.
Did you find anything?
Well... Oh! There is something.
A cork.
Of course. Okay.
My wine!
That was wine? It looks like sludge.
My wine tastes like sludge.
So you agree it's sludge?
Phone again.
It's ringing again.
Pick up, ignore, hang up. We have to ×2 it? Okay.
All right. Who is this? What the?
All these time losses. We gotta ×2 again. 120. I have 1 minute now.
It stopped. Aren't you curious who was calling?
I am curious, but what if they threaten me for money?
You're a police officer. Have some backbone.
Okay. Ignore the phone again.
I
Probably don't have enough
suppose
time
we
to...
didn't do anything wrong.
At least you didn't faint.
We gotta look for the hidden item, which...
It's a pot. Steam is rising from it. It appears to be some kind of green curry.
Maybe a soybean stew?
It might also be boiled green juice.
Yeah, like a slime.
A turtle ninja could leap out at any moment.
So drink it.
What is this anyway?
You can tell by tasting it.
I would like to know before I put it in my mouth.
It's green, right? It's gotta be gag.
Don't say such things. I'm the one who has to drink it. Fine. I'll have a sip.
A sip.
Iba? Hey, Iba! Iba!
Thank you for the delicious soup.
What kind of soup was it?
Elephant.
What did you say?
Elephant.
What the fuck happened? What just
Date, 30
What a-
seconds.
All right.
A book.
Read it, and then we're gonna reset, of course.
F stands against evildoers and brings them harsh justice.
Guy sounds like Judge Dredd.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes.
Date, there's no time!
Shit. This is...
Yeah, from the beginning. I mean, there's still a lot we don't know. Well, I say a lot. Not really. Yeah. Okay. Enter Iris. Pick it. Half that. Ignore it. Do we have to drink the soup or not? My guess is probably no. Liquid. Fourth. Stick hand in it. And then gotta tear the book in half.
Agent
Have,
Date, you've got 5
ignore
minutes.
it.
It's a ceiling fan.
Is that like a giant desk fan?
A desk fan only moves the air immediately around it, whereas a ceiling fan circulates air in an entire room.
Oh, right.
I don't know if hold on to it. Headbutt it, blow on it, throw something at it. Actually, okay, hold on. We have to remove, based on what we just did, we have to remove all the green. I think I actually do have to drink the soup. Ceiling fan was also green. Hold on.
A book.
I want to read this book. We didn't read this one yet.
F became an assassin for the Kumakuras. Rohan himself bestowed F a code name. That name is Falco.
Falco.
Okay, we got a third from that. So let's try.
It's a ceiling fan.
Let's hold on to the ceiling fan. All right.
Agent
Thanks for
Date,
that.
You've got 4 minutes.
Take it down to 20. Yeah, 20 seconds. All right, elephant. Was that a ×3? Oh my god. Okay, now we're definitely gonna touch a book because ×3 on a book shouldn't be too bad.
A book.
36 seconds.
Here I go. What happened?
Nothing.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
Wait, what do these books symbolize? I don't know, maybe you used to oversee a library?
Number 89. A librarian. What is that?
Elephant? What the fuck?
It's an eye.
Date, what are we going to do?
Close curtain, ignore, pour lemon juice, poke it. Close, or ignore?
A piercing stare.
Yeah, it is.
I passed out when it looked at me.
Okay, I was like, either ignore it or close the curtain. Times 2, well,
You
alright.
have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
It left.
Okay.
That eye.
Do you know something about it?
Yes. It was kind of cute.
What?
You are insane.
Did you come for business or pleasure?
Awful hello! Thank you for the host. How was your stream? Dull book. You're currently playing Somnium Files. It has been a trip and a half. Hey, Scrapper. Hello. Thank you for that follow. Aha!
What?
Okay, here's the hidden item. So we got that. Now we just gotta win without running the timer out. He told me he's here. More books.
A book.
I mean, time-wise, I just gotta tear it.
A green book. That seems familiar.
I do not think there is any relation to this.
All right. Guess it's nothing then.
Gotta remove the green.
A book.
Tear this one.
What is this going to accomplish?
We're driving number 89 into a corner.
By tearing a book.
Yeah. I remember how shocked I felt when Mizuki tore up one of the porno mags I was hiding.
Did you start crying?
That situation was clearly different.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry.
Alright, he told me, I think it's the switch. It's still green, but,
It's Hitomi.
Talk to her, kiss her, touch her, hug her. Talk to her? Though, because all of these are commands from Date. How much time? 9 seconds? Alright. I gotta know. I gotta know. Yeah, I was like, I gotta know what I was gonna fucking say in response. It was alright, did some dailies, finished challenges for tower defense. Oh, I gotta do that. I've been loving that tower defense event.
Kiss her.
You... Like,
This? But why?
You are like one of my limbs, Aiba.
Yes.
Like an alter ego. An incarnation of me to kiss Hitomi.
That's weird.
Yes.
Then it's like me kissing Hitomi, right?
That's still weird. Like, why would you?
No.
You sure? Because that was making my heart rate rise. And another part of me, too.
Could it just be only your heart, please?
What's going on the screen? So this game is like a murder mystery visual novel where a lot of our clues, we go into people's dreams, and we are currently, Aiba here is, this is really weird to explain to someone now that I think about it. Aiba here is our eye portrayed as a person inside this dreamscape, and we have to tell her what to do to get the clues.
It's Hitomi.
Talk to her.
Understood. Hey, Hitomi! Hitomi! No use.
Could you try it again, but more in a fawning way?
What do you mean in a
I believe we should try something
Yeah.
else.
But fawning.
What the fuck is
Let it
wrong
go.
with you?
It's Hitomi.
Hug her? She probably needs a hug.
Well, I suppose I will try it. She's hard.
Yeah, me too.
Clearly, we've gone like there was too big a proportion of Date being fucking normal all night, so it has to all be here. All of it at once. Like
Sorry, nothing.
Okay. I think I'm gonna run out of time. Touch her. I mean, hug it. Okay, or we just like poke her.
Where?
Oh God, what is your response?
Maybe her...
Her stomach, right?
Yeah, it's not like I'm touching her.
She's extremely hard. Perhaps due to her being stationary?
What did you say?
That she is stationary?
No, before that.
She's hard?
Hitomi is hard right now. Got it. That's useful information. Let's keep that in mind.
Why is that useful? Date, what the fuck?
Wait, I forgot. What's Hitomi's condition right now? I totally lost it.
Could you stop messing around? Or would you like me to crush you with this vice?
Hey, relax. I was kidding.
Bro, okay, so nothing. I mean, there's the skull. Is the skull green? I can't. Yeah, the skull might be green.
skull.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I do not see the body.
Talk to it. That's a friend.
Hello there. What happened to your body? Are you comfortable being all bones? Oh, I see. You were thin anyway. Say something. I don't want to be the only one talking. I sound like a crazy person. Now you're upsetting me. Prepare yourself for a comeuppance.
Humanity finally develops artificial
Is she-
intelligence. And this is the result.
Date, I will unleash a furious punch onto an object.
Never heard anyone say that before.
A skull.
Well, throw it then, if you want to unleash your fury.
Would that not be disrespectful to the dead?
Bro.
Dead? It's a hunk of calcium.
All right. Sorry about this.
Oh, that worked.
Whose skull was this?
Unknown. I also cannot determine the connection to number 89.
Okay,
Dante, 30 seconds.
yeah, 30 seconds. I mean, the final mental lock is coming up, but... I probably won't have enough time. Okay. The only other green thing in here, I think, is this... Oh, the ceiling fan and the switch.
A switch. But there are thorns around it.
Remove the thorns. Oh, that kills... This kills the man. Well, let's just see what happens as we die.
Observation. I will do that.
How you doing, Cross?
Ow! I can't pull them out. They sting me.
Well, guess we have to investigate without pulling them out.
If you're fine with whatever happens to my fingers.
Okay.
Date, there's no time.
Shit.
Okay, retry from, let's see, 88 seconds, lock 2. There's a lot of seconds here. Let's go lock 2. I don't remember. Yeah. Where are we at? Okay, we gotta eat the, oh, okay, I remember. We gotta drink the pot. Elephant soup. We get the times 3, so now we rip open a book for minimal punishment. Not that book. 36. And we rip this book. Push it down to 9. Then we get the eye. Half that for... I don't know how much time I have right now. Yeah, fuck it. Close curtain. 6 seconds. There's that. So now we have a lot more. We don't have to go through the Hitomi stuff. Okay.
You have 3 minutes, Dante.
Yeah, 3 minutes. We throw the skull. I think I'll just take the full 12. Oh, yeah, because I only have 30. We need to pick that back up.
What?
Book over here. Book over there.
A book?
48 seconds. 60 seconds. I'd rather take 48 of the 2. I don't really want to take either of them, honestly.
A book.
Tear that.
You have less than 2 minutes. Hurry.
Tear that. Okay, now we gotta find the last step. This is where we died before. And it seemingly has nothing to do with Hitomi. The thorns are green. We have not interacted with the picture, but oh, is there a green overlay on the picture? Maybe there is. Man is also green. Let's try the picture.
A picture.
Just a picture.
Fill out, remove. Remove?
It isn't coming off. It must be integrated into the wall.
Like you to me.
No.
Like me and Reika from Tiefblau.
We've been talking about this Reika person. But Aiba's been comparing her to like cylindrical objects. I would love to see this person.
No, not that either. A picture.
Let's try fill out then. Take it down to 3
I don't
seconds.
have a pen. No choice. I must use my blood.
What?
You don't have to go that far.
The color has returned.
Hey, Iba?
I said blood, but it is not the same as human blood. No need to worry. And besides, we are in a dream.
Still, blood? I'd feel better if you used a different word.
For example,
Body fluids?
I do not feel comfortable with that.
No. Yeah, no, blood's better.
Who's that?
What do I
do? Scream, shut up. Okay, this is seemingly the last one. This is what unlocks the rest. A final ignore? We can take it down to 10 seconds. Nope.
Iba, wake up!
What happened? My body is heavy.
Oh, and then we got a ×3. Ooh. I don't know how many seconds we just had, but go ahead and open it.
No thanks. I don't want any.
That's another rip.
What happened? I suddenly passed out.
And it's another ×3.
Okay,
Well,
30 seconds.
this is the only one that won't kill us.
No! Stop!
Stop right there!
Hi, why are you here? Boss? Hey, 9 seconds to spare. Us also in a dream, and we know she's not dead, but like, well,
Date, this is a serious matter.
Yeah, hold on. I want to look at my pictures. I unlocked pictures there. 89. Answering the phone. The art for 89. Concept art for 89. Okay. This is what he could have looked like? Going all in on the assassin? I guess he's like, yeah, he's an assassin. I'm like, oh, we'll make him look like that. Are the suspenders and vest tactical? I do like this one way more, yeah. And then the other picture we got. Oh my god! Yes. This is the hidden one for sure. Bless Iba. And just art of the room in general. Okay, I gotta find a stopping point. I didn't expect to be thrust into another Somnium.
Where's Boss?
Huh?
Boss, where is she?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since about noon.
Damn it.
Date, listen. Something happened while you were in Somnium.
Yeah?
Huh?
Please stay calm and listen. So Sejima's body was discovered.
I was gonna say, we know that, but no, not in this timeline. We don't know that.
He was cut into pieces and put inside a vase in his mansion.
Yeah, nice soup.
That can't be.
The housekeeper found him and reported it to the police. And one more thing. So was missing his left eye.
You mean the Cyclops killer did it?
Probably, yes.
What is your next move, Date?
We'll deal with So later. Before that, I need to talk to Boss.
I suggest checking her office.
Good idea. Not here. Where is she?
The Somnium earlier was just like the dream I had 3 days ago. Yeah.
What the hell is going on? What is going on? Hitomi was shot by Rohan Kumakura to protect number 89?
And there's another thing I can't figure out.
Boss. Why was Boss there? Because it was a dream? Was it completely random? No, that can't be. You can't dream of a face you've never seen. Number 89 must know Boss somehow.
Well, 89, he did say he was a detective in his story or whatever. This is a serious secret. Boss is hiding it. I have to search this room. There must be a clue somewhere. God, I love her room. It's so fucking chaotic. Also, you know, I didn't really think about it. Like, she has all this stuff. She just, like, yes, I will buy your entire, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 racks of toy cars. Yes. Like, why? Rohan did something to cause Zayn to perceive he told me is dead, like, because of something Rohan did, he told me is dead to him. Maybe. Rohan and Boss tugging on 89, mine. Your entire stock, right? I don't know if we'll get a better spot. Like, I feel like this might be our best stopping point. Which isn't a good stopping point. I don't think. The credits that we hit, if that ended, you know, an hour later than it did, that would have been the perfect stopping point. I was like, yeah, this might be the best one we're gonna end up with. So I haven't looked at different terms, people. Early 40s. Taxi driver. He likes ghosts, doppelgangers, fists, saws, and chimneys. Okay. Probably, yeah, let's say the best we can get. Might not be great. So we're still kind of in the middle of things. But I feel like we're going to be even more in the middle of things if I find out whatever we're going to find in this office. Recap when you reload the game. That too. That's a pretty sick feature. I quite like that. I do kind of want to just like, any Yakuza B likes dominatrixes. Minigun guy. His hobbies are dissection. He likes ass, erotic novels, and his boss. He trains dogs as a hobby. Dislikes animal cruelty. He's won a dog training contest. Once had dreams of pursuing the top spot in the gang, but has since decided that he would rather focus on training his favorite dog. The bodyguard likes boobs and erotic novels. Dislikes men, males, and testosterone. Alright, dude. What a fucking receptionist. Oh, her. Likes yellow spotted river turtles. Dislikes men that act like ballers but are really scrubs. Gambling and partying. Skills, anti-aging techniques. She likes men that are real bros and can vibe with them from the jump. Lately, her shoulders have been stiffening up on her, though. Wonder why. MoMA likes humanity and justice, chivalry, Gandhi, pandas, and women. Dislikes old-fashioned irrational traditions. I feel that. He likes shooting. He likes magic tricks and beatboxing. This fucking dude. Mama likes loincloths, switching, making them touch. Skills has the uncanny ability to detect virginity. Okay. Cuter. Likes multiples of 16. Chairs. So Koroten, I don't know what that is, an Amore. Okay. Hobbies, working with machines, collecting doujins, we know about that. And he likes magical girls. Okay. He dislikes cats, though, so, like, that's a downer. Right? Cancel Faba. Boss. She's 42. Likes wine, gourd dolls, anything black. Dislikes happy families. Dislikes happy families. Fair. Ex-boyfriends. MPD's director, decluttering and organizing. He likes going to clubs and kabukicho. Okay. Skills, grasping people's weakness, applying pressure, making them obey. Oh. Likes authority, fame, assets, dislikes anything that threaten the above. Mahjong, golf, carp breeding. His skills are also the same as Boss's. Interesting. Dislikes customers who won't finish their food. He can do backflips and throws knives? What an incredible man. Mayumi. Floral patterns, Oda. She dislikes witches, everything that witch does, of course, of course. Hobby is cleaning the shop, making soy sauce. That's what her sauce is, I guess, soy sauce. Everyday cuisine, obscure puns. Okay. Joko likes to be envied and praised. You don't say, looking like this. Just like someone who hurt her in the past. Scandinavian furniture collection. skills, lying and cheating. Okay. Renju likes unusual things, dislikes ordinary things, enjoys songwriting. Alright. Sure. Mizuki, tonkatsu ramen, stew, unagi, metal pipes, and Iris. Dislikes raw seafood, how Date holds chopsticks. Hobbies, yeah, breeding Cleone, collecting Adora Rabbit merch. Skills, studies martial arts, and enjoys emotionally attacking Date. Profession is a 6th grader. Hitomi likes children. Okonomiyaki, same. I crave okonomiyaki constantly. She likes watching zombie movies and plays the video game involving shooting down alien invaders. Iris, singing, dancing, the occult. Know about that. Dislikes scary people. Runs extremely fast? Okay. The Let's Plays. Same. And then Aiba. Oh boy, here we go. Okay. Likes insects, spiders, crustaceans. Binary converter. Binary to text. Let's see what the fuck that says. Last time I did this, it was like you wasted your time doing this or whatever. In, was it Katana Zero? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Convert. It gave me a question mark. Let me just Google that. Apparently, an accented O. This one in particular. Dislikes dirty jokes, going outside the simulation. Sneaks out of Date's eye socket while he's sleeping and makes mischief. Skills hacking, fluoroscopy, imitation, 3D modeling. Alright, I don't think I ever looked at... Disliked soft-boiled eggs, punk kids, and ghosts. Classic cars, curry, bonito, pelvises. Alright, Reika. Yeah, there's that name again. Alright. Well, that was fun to go through while those have been sitting there for a while. It's like vintage magazines. I didn't notice that one. Hobbies, collects vintage magazines. I like it. Reaction time increases 3.6 times under certain conditions. We know that when he's excited. But alright. Going late because of that surprise Somnium visit. But cool. More of this tomorrow. I would have to be awake. I know the Nintendo Direct is tomorrow. It's like 3 hours before I normally start my stream. So the chances that I'll be like awake or just awake enough to do anything are pretty low. I don't know. I probably won't like stream it or anything. There's a chance, but it is kind of low. I don't know. My only thought is there might potentially maybe be something Fire Emblem related in it, which makes me kind of want to stream it, but I don't know. 3 hours into your shift, damn. Be able to catch the direct live. Yeah, I don't know. It's at a pretty shitty time. We'll see. Yeah. That's gonna be it. Oh, wait. Continue this tomorrow. Especially after hitting those first set of credits, I am, like, really interested in this. Like, I was still really enjoying myself, but then, like, with that, there was some good shit, especially post-credits that they revealed there. I want to be surprised with Smash reveal, but I know the YouTube front page will be covered with reaction videos. Yeah, exactly. Convert the binary to decimal instead of text. 41025. That mean anything? 41025 is the zip code for Boone County, Kentucky. What came up immediately. I don't know. Alright. In the game, yes. Yeah. Thank you all for coming out. Do very much appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed your time tonight as well. And yeah, I'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.
Don't leave. Don't leave me! Father!